Good afternoon. I am your host, TB Wahid for Brown Sugar Room. We have decided to change our channel name. Nothing else has changed or will change. We will continue to share conversations, stories, and information. Every conversation, every story, and all information will be for the empowerment and the encouragement to uplift the global diaspora and to all who come to Brown Sugar Room to listen and learn going forward. Today I want to talk about Social Security, and that will run into the health department, the health, issues for insurance and different things like that. I just want to touch on this because I happened to read it, and it was in the ARP. The source was in the ARP bulletin for this year, 2026, and it really caught my eye. And this affects you no matter how old you are. And it's the trust funds. The trust funds for our Social Security, they said they'll be depleted. Will be depleted. Not could be, will be by 2034, according to the source in this ARP article. Congress is going to have to provide more funding for the security of Americans' future. Now, we work all our lives and pay into this Social Security system all of our lives and should be able to reap the benefits later in life. 71 million beneficiaries receive payments from Social Security. If the lawmakers don't do something now, 83% of benefits would only be covered. The last time any adjustments was made to Social Security was in 1983, when they changed the full retirement age from 65 to 67, 2 years. I'm like, really? This was done to build up a surplus, they said, because they thought the incoming revenue would go ahead of the payments to beneficiaries. But fast forward to 2021, birth rates declined and the population of retirees grew. So they say Social Security has been paying out more than it collects in revenue, which has reduced the surplus in decades. Medicare also has been affected. That funding helps to pay for Part A, that includes hospital stays. It will be unable to meet all costs by 2033, 3 months earlier than last year's projection. Now, in my conversation I've been having is that the healthcare industry and Social Security are in need of an overhaul. I remember as far as when I started working and when I first received healthcare, before the changes were made in healthcare, all co-pays were like 80 to 100%. There were no deductibles. That was only the lingo for car insurance. And Social Security, this is ridiculous. There has to be something that Washington can do about this. In fact, I know it is. How is this happening in what is supposed to be the richest country in the nation? Where is the money? I just think this is such a bum deal, a horrible thing, and these things are going to have to be challenged by the American people. Social Security is not a handout either. You pay into this. But they'll sit there and they'll tell you that it's a handout. How are we as the people of this so-called country going to sit up here and let them tell us that this is a handout? When you pay into this, along with your employer match, that is not a handout. You have got up to go to work every day of your life, no matter which time of day you go to work, and you have paid into this. And you deserve to get something back. And I'd say that that's worth fighting for. So you got make sure to try to do something. And they put also on here that you can go to their .org and /no cuts, or you can go to Connect, or you can go to Get Social Now, and talk about these things and be a part of getting something done. Like I said, reading is monumental. No matter where you get the information from, it's always good to have. Now, the next one I want to talk about is healthcare and the ambulance ride. So I'll be right back. And I wish you peace, love, and light. Hotel. Okay, I am back. TB Wahid with Brown Sugar Room. Let me talk about the healthcare, the ambulance ride. This lady took an ambulance ride because she had to be transported to a hospital. She had to be monitored for 12 hours because she had forgotten to take her prescription and took an extra dose. That ambulance ride cost her, do you want to know, or do you know? It cost her a whopping $3,000 and a couple of hundreds. Yeah. She was shocked. It is reported that these unexpected medical bills cause 13% of Americans 50 to 64 to acquire medical debt. A lot of people have fear of high out-of-pocket costs. This has caused some people 65 and older to postpone health care. There is no way to know in advance what your cost of the bill will be ahead of time. They never show you, you just don't know. Sometimes you don't have a copay. And then sometimes it's like, bam, in your face. So that is so true. The No Surprises Act of 2020 protects you from sky high out of network costs. And I never knew about that until today when I read this. The No Surprises Act of 2020. Remember this, it protects you from sky high out of network cost. To avoid these surprises, you can also talk with your provider ahead of time before any cost incurs. And make sure that your network will work with the cost, because a lot of times you have your insurance, you have to be in the network. If a medical provider is out of the network, that means that they're not with your network, and then you'll get a bill because you're out of network, which is crazy. A huge issue too is 42% of Americans with private health insurance have high deductible health plans, HDHPs. They have high full price costs for a lot of their health care until they meet the cost of their deductible. And I hear a lot of people say they never meet that deductible. So that cost is still on there. And then some people, like if they work, it depends on where you work. Like, at the end of the year, they'll take a certain amount of money in some jobs out of your paycheck, and you might not have even went to the doctor that much that year. I know one guy said they took $800 from him. So I feel, in my conversation I've been having, I just feel that this is sad, horrible, and ridiculous. Most people don't even have the money for all of this. The rich and the super rich, they don't have to worry about these type of costs. It's the American people, the working people, that struggle with these costs and work for these companies that find reasons to not foot a bill for health care and for their employees, and at least have better coverage for the American people. The government should. This is sad. Even your lab work, imagings, they can be costlier in a hospital. It says that it's costlier in a hospital than an outpatient center, than at an independent site. So it's best for you to try to find alternatives that are more affordable. make yourself aware, because some of them we're not aware of. Ask questions and ask your health insurance customer service person. So this article has made me want to do my research so that I can save more money with my health care. And it gives a place where you can go to get more information to help yourself. It says aarp.org/medical bills, 25 ways to lower healthcare costs. So I just wanted to share this information because, like I always say, reading is monumental, and information is good to have. Reading is monumental. The more that you find out, you can benefit yourself from it. It'll be beneficial to you. So I'm glad that you are here, and I hope that you will stay tuned for conversation, stories, and information in Brown Sugar Room. There's more to come. So I want to wish you peace, love, and light, and look forward to me this weekend. Hotel.